Hi everyone, this is Ash, and I want to share something about how I gained a good control over my condition after schizophrenia. There's a lot of things going on. I won't cover about symptoms and things like that, but something more interesting. Something like there's this thing that this is the mind that it used to be, the way it used to work, and after schizophrenia, it was torn and opened up, became wide space with a lot going on. And how did I manage? So number one thing, with a lot of things going on at the same time, the way I used to manage was create time to sit down and listen to each voice one by one, each thought or voice, whichever that happened. And there was always trying to find the link, always trying to connect the dots and see how it, even the body, the muscles would respond to a specific thought. Now, this you can find in the book of Louis Hay, You Can Heal Your Body, Your Mind and Body, You Can Heal Your Life. She talks about this phenomena, about how our mind and emotions connect with the muscles and the feelings in our body. Now, I won't talk about that too. What I want to talk about is something very interesting, something about the randomness of the mind and trusting the universe and trusting the process. So, when my mind used to say, "Come on, get up, Ash, drink water," I would get up, go and drink water. If the mind said, "Okay, come on, get up, take a short walk," I would get up and go and, why did I do that? I could have said, "Oh, I should not listen to my mind," or something. No, I didn't do that. I have to exercise the muscle of the mind to build my sense of self. And the sense of self, as it strengthens, as you execute what the mind tells you and you see the benefits of it, it builds in self confidence, self esteem, trust in one's mind. Because once you lose the trust in your own mind, you have nowhere to go. You would forever depend on others. And that calls for forms of very weak self esteem. And to have a good self esteem is to carry out the function of rationality, that okay, I must listen to my mind. If it's saying take a break now, say just relax, close your eyes for a few minutes, or get up, go take a walk, have a coffee, or something like that. Little things that you execute when your mind tells you to execute it helps in building the self esteem. It's like putting brick by brick, learning to trust your mind. And it's very often it would say, "Okay, come on, Ash, it's time to pick up your guitar and try this song." And I could not play it earlier, but when I try to play it now, it would work. So how did my mind know that I will be able to play it now? Or how did my mind know that I should take a break now at work, and when I come back after 30 minutes and it gives me ideas, new ideas in my brain, I would be able to execute in a whole new way. Now, this is, I might have shared this before about Yohaku and Zanshin. It's Zanshin is, there's a framework. In order to get some work done, there is an agenda, there is energy, there is a frame of mind, and Yohaku is the fresh flow of energy that bends that frame and takes you into a whole new direction. So I want to talk about this. That do you trust your mind? Do you trust the process, the universe, and do you allow, if the mind says do this now, you do it for 5-10 minutes and then you come back to the work? Of course, you cannot go wildly into the flow of the mind into a totally different space. You got to have some grounding for this to know that okay, this is what I want to do. I need to take a break for 15 minutes, do something else, or do something else for half an hour, and then come back to this. To trust the mind, that the mind will bring you back into the work and give you good results. That's what I'm talking about. Trusting the mind, trusting the process, trusting the mental process after mental illness, especially when your mind has become bigger. Your your frame, your mind space has become a lot bigger, and how do you function with that? Can you narrow it down and put it into a small box how it used to be, or do you open your mind up and you follow a whole new system of the mind, keeping a balance between the outside world and the inside world? And I'm throwing these ideas out at the world so you can think about it and find your own value in what I'm sharing. Thank you for listening.